How to send emails from Monday.com. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll be taking you step by step on how to send out emails from Monday.com. This is going to be especially good for people who don't really want to go ahead to their Gmail or different type of email service in order to just send out emails. Instead, they can just go ahead and do it from their own workspace from Monday.com, which is actually very great and easy to do. So I'll just take you through the steps needed in order to do so. It's not going to be too complicated. However, I need to note before we get started, just so I don't really waste your time, if you don't have a Gmail or Outlook, then you cannot really send out emails from Monday. They support only Gmail and Outlook email accounts in order to send out emails. So make sure you have one of those two, and if you do, then we just go ahead and dive into the video and show you the steps that are required. So the first thing is that you will need to have some sort of a board for your contacts. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's pretty much, you need some sort of, contacts and emails that are set up. This way you can just access them immediately without having any sort of delays, right? So we would want to create a board for contacts. So just go ahead and create a board, name it contacts if you want. And we can just make the actual fields as contacts and create a board. This way we have just a board. Just go ahead and start emailing people. It's just going to make things a lot easier for us. Now this we don't really need. And you can just go ahead and customize this the way you like. But the very most important thing here is that you add their name and email addresses. So here we have the item could be the actual name, so you may want to just keep it as it is. But then click on the add column here and go ahead and find email, or you're not find, just search for email. It's just going to show up here. So we have a column for emails. If you want to add, for example, first name, we can just go ahead, have text and add something like first name. But usually these are going to be the names, and they are going to be more than enough to identify the actual person. But you can add more stuff, for example, location and so much more. So for example, if you wanted to know their location, you can add location here, and you can edit things out to be specific for each user here. I'm also going to remove this for the time being. If you want to keep it, you can also keep it. So if someone, you just want to assign them to the actual person, you can also do so. But here, we can just go ahead and set up the name of the person. So I'm just going to name them person 1. And you would want to add their email address. So you would want to go ahead and paste or add their email that you want to send them through. If you want to add text to display, feel free to do so, but most importantly, just add the email. If you want to also add the location for the person, you can also do so, and so on. So just go ahead, go name it person 2, for example. Obviously, give them proper names and give them proper emails, and this is pretty much what we need to do, the first step. So now that you have your contacts, you have your emails, and everything is set up, let's say you want to email person 1 about a specific thing that you have. What you need to do is basically just go ahead, hover next to their name where you will find open next to the actual thing here, which is the name usually. Click on open, and it's going to show us this screen here where you'll have updates, files, activity log, and more stuff about the actual item, which is a person in our case. But we don't really want any of this. We want to click on the plus icon on the right side, which is add view. So we need to add a view. Click on that, and we will need to go ahead and go to the actual item views center. So we can just go ahead and add more views to this panel. So click on go to item views center, and here you will have plenty of things that you can actually go ahead and add. The main one that we really want to focus on is emails and activities. So go ahead and click on add item to this one. And it's just going to add the actual emails and activities view in our panel here. So here we can actually see that we have the actual widgets here. We have some settings that we can set up, and we have more stuff. Here I will need to go ahead and actually unlock this and start my free trial in order to show you how to do things properly. So I'm just going to do this and get back to you. Okay, so because they started my free trial, it's going to look a little bit different, but ignore this. If you have already a proper account for Monday, it's not going to do the same for you. So now they kind of removed the account that I added. Let me just add them again. So person 1, do they have a email tab here or what? Okay, so I added the email back. Now, let me say I want to email person 1. Click on open next to the name of the person. And then here, like I said, you will find the whole email thing, which is going to show you this at first. So we have the email, we have new email, add activity and filter. But first, we will need to go ahead and click on the settings here. So the first thing that you will need to do is click on add account. And you will need to go ahead and add a Gmail account or Outlook account that you will be sending them through. So I'm just going to go ahead and add Gmail account and basically connect the Gmail account to monday.com. This way I will send my emails through Monday. Just go ahead and allow this. It's not going to take too much time, and we should go back, or it's going to take us back automatically. And now the account should be linked, so we can just go back to settings now, and it should actually say that the account is linked. Now here we have some options to choose from. So for example, log outgoing emails from your Gmail to or Outlook inbox is going to log it to the monday.com. Now here's the thing, I recommend that basically, let me just explain them real quick. The first one is going to log pretty much all the emails from your Gmail or Outlook, and this is going to show in the activities timeline. Everyone is going to see it, so this is going to be all emails. Or the second one is going to be only log outgoing emails into emails and activities that are BCC'd to the address below. So if you copy this and actually paste it, is going to actually show only those emails instead of every single email. So I highly recommend that you keep this one on, the second one, and just always whatever you want to be shown in the activities timeline, just go ahead and copy this and paste it. This way it's going to be shown. Otherwise, if you don't really want it to be shared with everyone else, then just don't copy this. It's as simple as that. Or if you want everything to be shown, then just go ahead and make it automatic. Now here we have some other steps here that if you want to set up automations for notifications, for example, if somebody opens the email, or if somebody or the deadlines, the priority, if you want to remind them of their their job and their deadline. There's a lot of things that you can actually set up when it comes to automations. I'm not going to dive deep into all the things that you can set up, but just click on it and you will have some templates to choose from if you would like, and you can just set up the automations as you like. But I'm not really going to show you exactly how to do that because it's kind of a lot of things to show in one video. So I was saying, yeah, this is automations. And then here, if you want to have an email signature, either HTML or simple, or just none at all if you want to. If it's simple, you can just add your text or your signature. If it's HTML, then you would want to obviously add your HTML code. Now we can just move on. I'm just going to skip this. I don't really have a signature. Here you can have, so when composing new email or when replying to an email, this is about the signature. So let me just keep scrolling down. If you want to also enable email branding, so this is going to be the monday.com branding. So whether you want to remove it or not, I'm just going to go ahead and turn that on. And then here, this is an option that is going to help you out if you have this as automatic. If you have this option on, then this last one is going to be beneficial for you. For example, you have already automatic on, so that means all emails are going to show in the timeline. This, if you want, you can go ahead and set it up and copy it and paste it so that this specific email is not going to show. It's kind of the opposite as the one that we already have on. Instead of just adding it to only show when I add it, this one is going to, if you add it, it's not going to allow the emails to show. And this is pretty much what we have from these settings. So once you're happy with these settings, we can just exit out, not that far. You can just go back to the open, go back from here. And now you can just create a new email, and it's going to automatically get to the person that we clicked next to their name. We can just add the subject, so subject here. And then here you add whatever you want to talk to them about or send an email about. And you can just have more stuff, like you can also add columns like items or titles or phone numbers, whatever it may be. You can actually add them from here. You can save as a template, so you can, not start from scratch every single time. And you can allow email tracking. This is going to show you if people have opened the email like 10 days later and so on. Just going to be some sort of reminders. And you can just go ahead and click on send, and it's going to be basically sent to that person. And this is pretty much how to send out emails through monday.com. I hope that you found this video to be easy to follow and helpful. And thanks for watching.